Hey everyone, my name's Matt, and welcome back to Formula Foodie, a show about food, Formula One, and the ways that I enjoy food culture around the world. This week we're traveling to the United Kingdom for the British Grand Prix, and of course, we need to reach back into the roots of great British cuisine. That of course being food from other places. I thought I'd cook one of my favorite dishes that I've never had the pleasure of making myself, Saag Paneer. Indian cuisine is very influential in British cuisine nowadays, so I thought it only appropriate to include something that would be very delicious and be very off the beaten path from your normal bangers and mash or fish and chips. While I start bringing together the aromatics for this delightfully delicious green curry, let's go ahead and take a look back at the Austrian Grand Prix just last time out. The Red Bull Ring always provides exciting races and pushes drivers to their limits. For Carlos Sainz, however, the only limit that he's reaching is his patience. It wasn't promising seeing Albon retire as well from the race. Williams have really got to turn the ship around. Some drivers that at least got to turn 3 before being knocked out of the race include Kimi Antonelli and Max Verstappen. Kimi, of course, got a little bit hopeful in turn 3, and accidentally came through and wiping out Max Verstappen from the race. Max was ultimately pretty relaxed about it, didn't go off too hard on Kimi, and with the recent rumors of George maybe getting the boot and putting Max in that place next to Kimi, well, they might end up teammates by as early as the next year or two. And it doesn't seem all that implausible with Hamilton jumping ship to Ferrari, kicking out a very well-performing Carlos Sainz. Max wants a car that's going to be able to dominate the next era, and Toto wants to give it to him, even at the expense of his better performing driver right now. On the topic of competitive drivers, Piastri gave Norris a real run for his money this week. Even without being able to get his final Q3 run in, he still was able to pass Leclerc with ease in the first corner and gave Lando a really tough time of it for about 20 laps. Even if it's not teams battling other teams, it's amazing racing and it's what we want to see. We don't want to just see one car taking off, and I'm really happy that at least one of 2 of my favorite drivers are going to end up winning at the end of the race, because they were clear of the field by another 20 seconds until 3rd. Leclerc had a great race, but they just don't have the pace the McLarens do. Someone who did have a qualifying session go more to plan than they ever could have hoped was Gabriel Bortoleto. That Sauber has really turned on in the last few weeks, and he and Hulkenberg have been able to make the best of it, but really, Gabrielle just turned it up another notch. He pulled out all the stops and was able to get an amazing qualifying session and ultimately turned it into 8th place, getting some really vital points in that points battle down at the bottom of the ranks. Moving forward to this week, we come to the British Grand Prix, a storied race, an excellent racetrack, and home to many a racing driver and a lot of racing history. The weather is looking chilly and maybe even a bit damp, something that I know Mercedes are going to be praying for, seeing that their car really comes alive in those conditions. Lewis Hamilton will of course be looking to repeat his success from last year moving forward this year, although now in a Ferrari. While the upgrades applied for Austria did help both cars out, my money's still on Leclerc. He's just got that qualifying pace and ultimately is on par or better in the Ferrari race pace. As we let our paneer cheese soak in the curry, we'll start up a nice trusty bowl of white rice and get to plating. And although my plating does need work, there's no better representation of British food than looking like a giant pile of what's-it. Thankfully, this has a rich, creamy texture, a kick of spice, and those paneer cubes are amazing. As we sit back and admire our little piece of art here, I want to thank you for coming by today, and I hope you enjoyed the British Grand Prix. I'll catch you next time. Peace.